Hey everybody, Brett here, County Garage 207. I can't tell you what take this is. I see there's a lot of new, holding that door open, new subscribers that come over from Alice Car Customs. Doug, thank you for giving me a shout out and sending everybody over. This is my 68 Chevelle that I'm just starting to work on. I've already built a frame for it. I took a 4-door frame and I shortened it 4 inches so it'll fit this car. And I've Z-cut the frame, shortened it, and welded it back together, and then I used a frame bracing kit from ABC Performance to brace the inside of the frame, because as any Chevelle guy, you know, it's open in the center. And then I also fish plated over my Z-cuts. So this is the car. I've got quarter skins, I've got a trunk pan, I have trunk drop-offs, I have a new tail panel, I have inner outer wheelhouses, I have door skins, I have brand new front fenders. The driver's side's a 69, so I'll have to move the marker light hole, which whoop-de-doo, not a big deal. New core support. I have the lower dash repair panel that goes across the lower, the front of the dash panel where it meets the firewall. I'll replace all that. Let me show you real quick. I'm not going to make this too long a video because it's not really that interesting. This is the trunk. As you can see, it definitely needs to be replaced. I was going to splice it in here and just put the back half on, but there's rot up and along there and near where the rear, I don't know what you call that panel that comes down for the rear seat. There's rust right in there, so you might as well use the whole thing. Here's the floor. I have floor pans. I didn't buy a full floor. I probably should have, but I just didn't want to at the time. So I have those. And then back, there's a little bit of rot back here. That I can fix. And then in behind that, that's not a door, but I'll call it a door panel. There's going to be some rot in there on both sides. I know that. That's pretty common on pretty much every car. So I'll get that all put in. The driver's side was definitely in an accident, and whoever did the sheet metal work on, they put a door skin or a quarter skin on, and they didn't do a very good job. But it doesn't matter. I have brand new quarter skins for it anyway. So there's that. You see, she's crusty along there. I knew that when I went to buy this car. I looked at it, and I looked at that when I first saw it. I'm like, man, this is a lot worse than I thought. But then I realized, like, hey, I started with worse, and I have. The green Nova, if you look back in my videos, that was, I didn't really take any. I don't think I took videos of when we were working on it, doing the sheet metal work. But that car had every panel, basically from the firewall back, every panel was brand new. The whole floor, from the front all the way to the taillights, all brand new. We were able to save the frame rails. They did not have any rot in them. What else? We did quarter panels. I think I saved the trunk lid. I want to say that was a factory trunk lid. Yes, it was. A new tail panel, quarter panels, inner outer wheelhouses, or just outer wheelhouses, door skins, and then we had to fix the inside, the door shell. We had to fix the bottom of the door shell, which I have to do on this, but it's not as bad. So, and then that car also got new fenders. It got a new hood, everything associated. But that car was basically brand new sheet metal. I think the only thing that was original on it was the roof skin and the trunk lid. And other than that, it was all auto metal direct panels. So, anyway, I won't keep boring you. I'm going to get inside and I'm going to upload some pictures on here and try and voice over them. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. And I'll show you guys at 73 Nova. I noticed there's a comment asking about pictures of the 73 when I got it done. So let me see if I can throw them into this video somehow. And yeah. Anyway, hey Doug, if you're watching this over to Alice Car Customs, thank you for giving me a shout out. I love what you're doing. That is awesome. If you guys don't, for my older subscribers, check out Alice Car Customs. Alice is spelled like usual, then car starts with a K, custom starts with a K. So go check Doug out. He's taking it's either a 56, 50, or 55, 56, or 7 two-door hardtop. I don't know if it's a 210 or a Bel Air, but he took the whole roof structure off of a Nomad and must have saved it at some point, and he is turning the car into a Nomad, and he's doing awesome work on it, building himself a nice little driver. So go check him out. Again, Doug, thank you very much for the shout out. I see some of your subscribers come over and they've said hello, and this video is basically for them and for you. Oh, yeah, so before I cut out here, I'm going to show you something with this Chevelle. And some of you Chevelle guys aren't going to believe me, but you see that right there? It says Concours. I went to go look at this car, and my buddy Cody was with me, and I said, Cody, I said, look up what that means. He comes back and he says, man, he says, this is rare. I said, what do you mean? Of course, then I wound up looking up when I got home. So in 68, I believe that there was a strike at the interior factory, or the interior plant. So they had to put interiors in these from, different A-body cars that are the same. But they couldn't sell them as just a regular Chevelle if they had like a Buick or Olds interior in them. So they named it the Concours Special Edition, which really was a strike edition. And I'll show you something cool. I don't know if you can see it over there. Right in the center above the armrest. Let me just open this door and I'll show you. Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme door cards from the factory. Kind of neat. And this car would have come with a split bench, I guess. The Concours did. And of course the bench is long gone. I had racing seats in here when I got it. I gave those to my buddy Mike. I have a full digital dash from Autometer. It's called their Envision Dash. That'll be pretty neat in here. And it's getting a 5.3 liter that I have sitting over here that I need to throw up on the engine stand eventually and get to work on. I'm leaving it it's staying bone stock, and I mean bone stock. I don't feel like having to have it tuned. I've tuned it. I use Tuner Pro, and I've disabled, security and all that, and a couple other things. So I'm going to leave it stock, because this is going to be a driver. It'll sound good. I have stock manifolds for it. Actually, they're back here. They're off like a 2010 Camaro. I think these ones actually came off one of those PPVs, or what do they call them, the police cars. So they'll drop down in the perfect spot so the exhaust isn't touching nothing. And then I have some 90s to come off that, and then I have a full Jegs exhaust system that goes front to back, which I don't like the tailpipes because they come over the axle and then they run down below in front of the gas tank, and you can see the whole pipe. So I'm probably going to order some Flowmaster just tailpipes, because they instead of coming down straight and then over and then back, they come over and angle over here so that you don't see them as easily, which that'll work for me. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go inside and I'm going to try and throw some pictures up of the 73 Nova. Hang tight. Well, here's the 73 after I got it done. I wound up just putting it in high build primer. I ran out and I was tired of block sanding, so I hit all the bare metal spots with the green edging primer. I epoxied the hood and the trunk lid, and then I masked the whole car off and hit it with clear coat. And everybody that I came across, they seemed to love it. So that was pretty cool. I mean, I just did it because I was tired of block sanding. And here it is next to my log truck. For those of you that don't know, that's what I do for a living, is I drive that red log truck right there. It's not a bad career, I guess. I don't know. Some days it's cold. Anyway, this is my friend Ken and I. Back last September, the first weekend of September, we were headed down to the Shin Pond Square Body Rally. It was my second year going. It was Ken's first year going. He has 2 square bodies himself. That's all he drives is square bodies. Here's our campsite, and I believe that is Ken that is back to us, telling us that we're number 1, via his middle finger. Thank you, Ken. And that's my buddy Tim's 73 K10 on the right. Here's another shot of the campsite. We got there early Friday before everyone else, and we were able to choose a nice spot. And it worked out because we were able to, go into the woods to water the trees, I guess you could say. Here's a picture from the rally. We were the first truck in line. I won't go into why. It's a sad story. But these are all square bodies from front to back. As far as that's all square bodies the entire way. There was 130 or 140 trucks there this year. This is from the truck show they do every year. There was a ton of trucks. Good times. Get to see some good people. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll see you guys next time.